Doma Sports Talk worldwide with some news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. You ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, question for y'all. One is, do you guys think that former heavyweight champions, right? Anthony Joshua, 3-belt champion, matter of fact, 2-time 3-belt champion in the heavyweight division, versus a former WBC champion, long-reigning champion with 10 title defenses, Deontay Wilder. Do you guys still think that's a big fight or a good fight? Right? Let me know what y'all think on that, right? Me, that's still a pretty big fight. Deontay Wilder was saying that it's the number one fight in boxing. I would put it in the top 5 fights in boxing. I wouldn't just put it number 1 because it's simple the fact that they're both coming off losses and stuff like that. That takes a little bit of the glamour off of fights like that. Was it the number 1 fight 2.5 years ago? Hell yeah, with a resounding hell in front of it. But right now, it's still a big fight though. It's still a big fight. It's heavyweights. It's a fight that we know somebody gonna get knocked the hell out. They both hit hard. And here is something that Deontay Wilder said that I thought was though interesting. He still wants to fight Joshua. I think that Joshua never fancied fighting Deontay Wilder, but after losses, fighters change. Because it's like, I don't need to protect my zero, right? And so I think that Joshua will be receptive to this fight more so than he was a few years ago, 2018 and 19. You remember when he was interviewed in 2018, he was talking about, hey man, 2019, 20, 21, 22, whenever it happens, it happens. Remember that interview. So, but I think things change now. But here's something that I think is very interesting. Deontay Wilder was suggesting, let me and Anthony Joshua fight in Africa. Now that is a good idea in my opinion. I think that's where they should go. I think that, instead of, it's a neutral territory. It's a territory where, especially for Deontay Wilder, where, he could finally be somewhere other than Alabama and be loved a little bit and appreciated. Anthony Joshua is already appreciated in parts of Africa. I think he's has a little Nigerian descent. So that, for me, is a damn good idea. Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua in Africa. Yes, the only thing I'm going to say a little bit negative here is I don't like these guys looking through these opponents. After you get losses, right, your opponents fancy themselves against you. So I would say focus. I'm hearing Deontay Wilder. It's my man. I roll with some Deontay Wilder. I think everybody knows that I've been called a Deontay Wilder fanboy and whatever like this. Well, damn it, I'm a proud one. I don't care. I watch boxing. I watch how the fighters move. And as a grown man, I make my decision from a man's standpoint, from a guy who watches all sports. Well, not all, but most of them. From that standpoint. And I'm just looking at Deontay Wilder's character, and I like what I see. So, I'm thinking that him versus Anthony Joshua in Africa is a damn good proposition. It's a damn good fight. But stop looking through the guys you have in front of you. Okay, guys have losses. That Hellenius fight is not going to be easy. I wouldn't mind if Deontay Wilder goes in there and, to quote Savannah Marshall, and wipes the floor with him. But, Hellenius ain't getting no floor wiped. Anthony Joshua, if he fights anybody in the top 10, we got to worry about him losing. So let's see what happens to get to that fight. If I were them, then they better make it soon before any more losses happen, if you feel me. If Deontay Wilder loses against Hellenius, Anthony Joshua fights somebody, let's say Filip Hrgović, which that ain't gonna happen, or lose to him, then that fight, whatever, you know what I mean? It's not as the magnitude will drop. But let's see what happens. What y'all think about that, man? Do you think Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder in Africa is a big fight? I do, but I still want to hear y'all opinion on this one. Doma Sports Talk worldwide, and I'm up out of here, y'all.